are listening to WHOA Podcast, coming to you from Gainesville, Florida.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the WHOA GNV Podcast, the Coronavirus Sessions. My name is Collin Austin. I'm your host, and my co-host is the one, the mystical, the magical, the mysterious, the
muscular. I'm losing that. I don't know.
Michael Dees. What is up, Mike? How are you, man?
Dude, I'm doing all right. This is one of the ones I'm like, of all the podcasts we've talked about doing, this is one of the ones I'm most we'll say excited for. I can't wait to get in this. But other than that, I'm doing well, man. How are you?
I'm excellent. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous about this episode, but we will see how it goes. Before we get into it, though, I want to thank our sponsors. We here at the WHOA GNV love Gainesville and love it when our sponsors do too. Houchins Consulting, owned and operated by Gainesville native Matt Houchins, is here to help your business through this time of uncertainty. Through the end of May, businesses can take advantage of a free Google My Business audit and update by mentioning this show. Definitely contact Matt Houchins. Reach out to him at gnvseo.com. I'm probably going to have to give him this episode for free in terms of sponsorship.
Yeah.
Matt, I'm going to extend another one to you. This one won't count. But hey, I still want our listening audience to support Matt because he is helping us fund this podcast, and I'm grateful for him and all of the other sponsors that give us money to keep the show running. So check him out at gnvseo.com, and we're gonna get into the show. So are we ready to do this?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Today on the show, we have my two boys, Schaefer and Maddox Austin. Boys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are things on your side of the house? How are things over in the playroom? Good?
It's messy. Yeah. It's messy. And
messy?
we have a piano back there.
You have a piano back there?
Yeah. And annoying.
Okay.
You're annoying too.
Okay, so listen, look, like I want to make sure, we're going to have a good time, but I want to make sure that we're bringing some value to our audience because we have a lot of people who are listening. And, definitely one of the things that has happened through this coronavirus and all the stuff that has happened is like as homeschooling, right? You guys have had to stay at home. You guys found out that they were going to they basically started with extending spring break, right? So you got almost like a 2-week spring break, and then it kind of like set into a homeschooling, mode, if you will. So how has homeschooling been going?
It's been okay. His has been a little longer. My teachers haven't gotten it right away. His teacher had it all set up before this even all happened. So he's been doing Zoom and stuff, and then my teachers are finally just starting it. Like today I had a Zoom meeting with my teacher, Miss Mathis, and the first time I did a Zoom meeting, it was with my homeroom teacher, Miss Bolton. Today we really just went over like the procedures of like the Zoom, like I don't know, the Zoom thing. So like not doing things not related to school in the chat box, like that stuff.
Okay, and so you're using Zoom to see your class.
Mhm.
Okay, so that must be nice, right? Because you haven't really seen your class in a few weeks, so you were able to like see their faces and stuff and talk to them.
Yeah.
How did that go?
It was good. She gives us like after we go and do the whole Zoom meeting, she gives us like a little extra time to like talk and like chat with our friends before she really leaves the Zoom meeting. So that's nice because we never get to see our friends anymore, so we at least get to talk to them.
Yeah, and Maddox, how has it been for you? Did you enjoy seeing your class on video?
Yeah.
So how's school going? Is it a big change from being in the classroom? What's been the hardest part for you, Maddox? What's been the hardest part? You don't know? Schaefer, what's been the hardest part for you?
Being in trouble.
Probably the like the weekly homework. Like we just started, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's a lot." But really, I got done with it yesterday.
The hardest.
I think, and like 15 questions of like converting math and. Yeah, our math teacher is giving us like weekly homework, and then my reading teacher is probably going to start giving me work weekly. So that's probably going to be the hardest part.
Okay, and so you're using Google Classroom as well?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So she's giving us updates. I have it on my phone, so she's giving us like updates every few like hours about like yesterday. I was just sitting in the house and this one thing popped up on my phone and it said like, get ready for our Zoom meeting tomorrow morning at like 9 a.m. and like be there early with like a notebook and a pencil.
So, I mean, it's funny because, you know, Mike, I actually think this is one of the more practical things that they're learning. I mean, it's kind of like Google Suite. So like the kids are in there and they have to like, Schaefer, you have to like upload your homework, or do you do the homework online, or you have to like upload it somehow?
So we do it. So most of it's online. So I do like my Excel because that's what I'm required to do. But there's in Edutone there's this thing, and it like when you log into yours, it has like textbooks and all this stuff. And my teacher assigned things in the math and science textbook. So I just go into like the science textbook and I go up to assignments and I just click that, and then there's like this week I think there was like 4 assignments. It was like the like organs like in bodies, like different organs, and we did like
stop saying like so much.
and we had like 2 assignments before we had a test, like a little test before well after the 2 assignments. After the 2 assignments, and then I had 15 questions of math on converting.
Okay.
Like.
So I can't wait. I can't wait to get into Mike's questions.
So I know I'm curious. Like so the like everything that you're learning, Schaefer. Like, do you feel like it's harder to learn the material without having a teacher there like in person, or do you feel like it's just the same?
So we haven't really had them teach anything yet because my class just started doing Google Classroom, so we're like going over procedures. Maddox's class, they have this morning meeting thing, and they like have a little joke of the day, and then they move on, and their teacher, they have like little spelling rules every week, and like I think this week was like the OWs.
No.
Like the owl sound.
I didn't finish the owl sound.
Well, yeah. So like every morning they like go over words and like things that rhyme with the same sound, and like different rules that mean it.
I'm sure that as the teacher, it's probably great that you can hit mute and mute like everybody all at one time. At least you think about teachers in the classroom and then teachers behind the screen. At least they have the ability just to mute all of the microphones all at once and not have to deal with all the noise.
Mm-hmm.
So, is that true? Yeah, you know that?
Yes.
Okay.
Like all of my classmates, they like talk so much, and I'm like, and then Miss Mathis just hits the mute button and they all shut up.
So do you guys miss being at school?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. What's your favorite part about being at home?
That we don't have to do schoolwork.
Not as much.
Yeah.
And just being home, like we could like take a break from schoolwork and go outside and play in our neighbor's backyard. playing soccer.
And Beyblades.
So I want to talk to you guys about that, because all I hear from Collin all the time is how you guys are going to be all-star athletes when you get a little bit older. But I know that you guys tear up the morning mile circuit. So are you guys getting up early and still putting in your miles?
Yeah, so we get up. Well, Mom says to get up at 6:30, but I'm a morning person, so I get up at 6, and I just get ready, and I don't know what I do.
And Schaefer wakes me up.
No, you woke me up today. Okay.
Alexa wakes us up.
True. Okay. So we get up. We get ready. We brush our teeth. We eat breakfast.
No, we eat breakfast before we brush our teeth.
Okay. So we do all that stuff, and then by 7, we take like a 2 mile. Well, he takes like a 1.5, and I take like a 2.5 mile run. Or 2 to 2.5 mile run.
And you're doing that every day?
We don't do it as fast as we usually do.
Yeah.
Yes, well, not every day. So Wednesdays we don't do a run, and then Saturdays and Sundays we also don't do a run.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I feel like I'm about to get 30 minutes of just peace and quiet when they leave and the house is quiet. But they run so fast that they're back in like 10 minutes.
You gotta up that distance up.
No, it's like, I need you guys to go run 10 miles before coming home, please. So what's the part that you guys miss the most about not being at school?
That we can't go on the playground.
And
I miss my teacher.
Yeah, I miss my teacher too.
We have lots of teachers.
And like talking with my friends at lunch.
It's sad.
In the lunchroom.
So talk to me. How have you been able to stay connected with your friend Schaefer? Because I know that you have been able to do that in some capacity. So how are you doing that?
Well, I text some of my friends, but I only have like 2 of my friends' numbers. And then while we have Zoom, like after Zoom, like I said, they let us like chat for like 2 minutes. So I get to chat with my friends and just, I don't know.
But tell our audience what you've been able to do with, because you get on so you have a phone that Nana gave you, right? And it just has Wi-Fi. We don't have, like, my kids don't have a smartphone, and we monitor their tablet time. So they only, how much time do you guys get during the week?
We usually get like
2 hours.
2 hours on the Switch and our phones.
And
And it's really great because Shannon has this thing all rigged up where it like goes dark after it hits their time limit. So mad props to the wife on the technology side there. But you've been
still text and FaceTime.
But you've been talking, so you've been talking to Ethan and stuff. And so tell me a little bit about that, because you're playing video games with him or something digitally, right? But on the phone?
Yeah. So I didn't know this, but so he calls me usually, and we pretty much just say hi and then get out of the FaceTime app, and it just says like paused on your screen. So I get out. He uses his mom's phone to FaceTime me, and he just plays on his iPad, and we play Roblox. So we can like play the same game together, and with our own little avatars. And I play on my phone, but I can, like, when you get out of the FaceTime app, you can still hear him and you can still talk to him. So I go into Roblox and we join the same exact game, and we like tell each other like this guy's right here, go get him. Or like if we're playing tag in it, we like tell each other like where he is and to like trap him. Yeah.
Nice.
That stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
So a lot of our audience is business owners and stuff. A lot of people that spend a lot of time at work, and I know your dad spends a lot of time working usually at the dealership. So what's it like having him home more? Is that a good thing, or is it maybe a not so good thing? How are you adjusting to dad being home?
I think it's nice because because he has a foot in soccer. So this one, like he does drills with Maddox, and I play goalie sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So yeah. So
I play goalie.
he, thankfully, he has kind of a weak foot. Just saying.
Stop. I'm strong.
So I like having him home because like when he has time, he comes and plays soccer with us in our neighbor's backyard.
That's cool.
Sometimes
So what is it?
And I still got it, baby. I still got it.
He still thinks he can beat you. Is that true, or is he just lying to me?
He's lying.
He's lying,
Okay.
yeah.
So what is it like seeing each other? You, Schaefer and Maddox, what is it like seeing each other every day? Are you guys getting on each other's nerves?
Bad.
It's okay because I have like someone to play with me at least a little bit, but he's kind of a sore loser.
I play Blade.
But at the same time, he's very annoying,
and
I'm always with him.
And I hate you. And
So, like,
the whole Hulk smash.
Yeah, and before this, he was like punching me in the face with no, don't. Don't.
With this.
With that. It's like foam.
So it's been a little annoying. What parts have been good though?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Nothing really.
You can't think of anything.
Not really.
Nothing good. Oh, that's sad.
No.
I
So
wish
I
had
don't know
somebody
what's
to
going
play with.
on. You know, for all the parents out there that are going through this, you know, the routine has been interesting. I think trying to establish a routine has been interesting. Like I haven't been doing the school stuff. Like Shannon's been doing all of that. But I've like kind of like peered over their shoulders and seen what they're going through and stuff. And I don't know. It's definitely interesting. It's definitely an adjustment, but we seem to be doing all right, boys?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So.
Well, you definitely didn't have any time to plan for it, you know.
At least
like
we
this.
get
Not
ice cream from my dad.
Yeah, ice cream, is that what you said? But it's not like spring break or summer break where you know what's coming, you can put it on a calendar. This just kind of happened and you have to adjust, right? So it's definitely a challenge for all those parents out there. I think I don't want to say the first time in my life, I'm fortunate I don't have to deal with this aspect of things right now, but I know on a lot of you it is hard. So.
Well, it's just like the problem is like everything it's getting creative, right? And for us, you know, we've been playing soccer in the backyard a lot, but it's like you're stuck at home. Like everybody's stuck at home. Like you know, you can't go anywhere. You're not going to the movie
You're not
theater.
going to the park or the movie theater.
Yeah. And so I think it's just trying to get super creative and come up with ways to spend that quality time. We've done some family walks. I would say the benefits, right, boys? Like we've had a lot of family dinners each night on the back patio, which we never really did before, right? So that's been good.
No, we never ate dinner on the back patio.
We watched
That's fun.
we watched the Bible story together and those shows. So there's been we've been watching a lot of that kind of stuff, and it's been good. But all right, we got to wrap up in a minute. But boys, do you want to give a shout out to a friend on the podcast? Who do you want to say hi to?
Okay. I don't know.
Just say hi to a couple friends. What friends?
Hi.
Hi, Ethan.
Hi, banana.
you guys. Well,
I love bananas.
Mike, you have any last minute questions?
Yeah, I got one more. All right. So if there's another kid out there that finds us watching, they're bored out of their mind, they're so tired of staying at home, right? Give me one piece of advice that you would give to them to stop them from their boredom.
Ooh, they should get Battleship Ping Pong.
Battleship Ping
We
Pong
have
sounds
that.
exciting. You both play?
You like
We have it.
you have like ping pong balls, and they're like all orange except this red one. No, just stop.
Is it?
You gotta go show it.
And they're like all orange. Yeah, it's this. They're like all orange, and you have like 3 different ships and a life raft.
And there's one red one.
And every time you hit like you bounce the ball on your side, and then it has to go into the other person's ship on, like they place their ships. And if it gets to there, if it hits them, they you have to pick up the red ball, and the red ball's on the side, and the person who made it has to bounce that. And if the yellow life raft is still open, and you get the red ball in there, you automatically win.
Wow, that sounds like it sounds like nothing like any game I've ever played before with bouncing ping pong balls or trying to throw them into anything. I don't have any experience with that, but I'll have to check out. You said Battleship Ping Pong?
It's like, I don't know. I think it's called that.
We got it for Christmas.
All right, we'll have to look that up. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're bored, so this was fun.
There's nothing to do.
True.
Podcast.
Can you believe that this is what Daddy does all day?
Yeah. This is what I do. I don't do any work. This is just
Nope.
I just do this.
Schaefer's
awesome?
fine.
All right, boys. Well, listen. Keep up the good work. Don't drive your mom crazy. Don't drive me crazy, especially.
That's hard.
And we gotta remind all the children out there not to drive. All the kids out there, don't drive your parents crazy while you're at homeschooling, while you're at home. You know, do your chores, all that kind of stuff. Right? Yeah, right.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. This is the WHOA GNV podcast, the podcast bringing you businesses and individuals and children that make you go, whoa.
Wow!
There it is.
Whoa.
Maddie, give us a whoa.
He did. He went, whoa.
Whoa.
All right.
Whoa.
We will see y'all later.
Love you, fam.
Bye,
Bye,
podcast
audience.
fam. Bye. Okay, this is I'm going to put this show out for real. So you guys, everything that you say is going to be recorded and your friends are going to see it. So you might want to sit up, Maddox.
What?
Time to focus. Are you ready?